want to do it. No, I don't want to do it. Have to do it. Gotta finish it. Fine. Yo, it's me, it's the SCOTT. I know I don't always do that, but sometimes I will. Okay, so... I always know what you did last summer. I always wonder why they had to put out this shit. So, as explained, they were planning on doing a direct sequel to the second one, but time got away from them, the stars left the project, and so they had to write an entirely new script. This movie feels almost as if it's a somewhat remake of the original film, as it sort of has those elements, other than mentioning a story about a fisherman going after people who have secrets that got people killed. It's sort of like a remake. That is, if they didn't sort of mention. They do mention in passing very quickly about the first two films. But other than that, nothing. So, I always know what you did last summer tells the story of our main characters, whose names I don't know. We got Brooke Nevin. This dude from Xenon Z3. Paul Wesley's ex-girlfriend. Some girl who was on the cover but is only in the film for 5 seconds. And the fisherman in the back. And that douchebag from... I don't know, take your pick. Final Destination 2. Alien vs. Predator Requiem. He's in both of those. And, yes, she's on the cover, but she's only in the film for like a few minutes before she leaves the film entirely. She's not even a part of it. She's not even killed. Nothing. So, yes. So what's the story? The story is that one summer, like I said, it's kind of like the first film. Like, they're a group of friends, they're together, only this time, instead of a car accident, it's a prank that goes wrong. And it ends up killing one of their friends. See, it's a prank with a fisherman. They tell the fisherman story to get people all worried, and then their one friend goes out dressed as a fisherman, and then chases after their friend PJ. PJ is supposed to do a skateboard trick off of a building and impress everyone. But the problem is someone moved the mattress and put a machine, some kind of machine there, and he impales himself on it. Which is unlikely, but it happens. The friends then decide to keep it secret. And so, rather than tell the truth, they let people believe there's a homicidal fisherman out there. And he led to the death of PJ. So, these people think there is a homicidal fisherman still out there somewhere. Except we find out that PJ told his cousin, Mr. Xenon Z3, about it. And one of the deputies was told by their other friend, who was dressed as the fisherman during this time. By the way, that looks more like a hood than the slicker hat. But I digress. So, yes. So it's sort of a whodunit, but not really, because once they reveal who the fisherman or what the fisherman is, you kind of just sit there going, huh? See, I rented this from Family Video back around the time that it was releasing. So I like the first two. Check this out. I'm watching it. I was still with my mom at this point, and it had to be just before I moved out. Actually, now that I think about it, but yeah, I remember watching this and being like, okay, all right. And I was sure I knew who the fisherman was. It was the sheriff. It had to be. The sheriff somehow found out about PJ's, he lived with the guy. He found papers or something, found out that PJ, because the sheriff is his father, found out that PJ was into something, and so he trying to get revenge. No, it's not the sheriff, it's not the deputy. It's... How did Faylis put this? Oh yeah. A zombie fisherman! A zombie fisherman! Yes, you could not believe. You had to be there when I saw this, and they showed it was a zombie. And it's implied that this is Ben Willis. So, in the continuity of this film, a zombie Ben Willis killed Julie James and presumably Ray at the end of the second film, and now he's a zombie out there hunting down people who keep secrets that got someone killed. How fucked up is that? What kind of story is that? Oh, sorry. Honestly, what kind of story is that? I don't get it. And so they all decide to leave, which is the smart thing to do. But little Miss Sunshine over here says, no, my band's got a big gig and I don't want to leave. So no one fucking leaves. Their one friend, the first friend, the one dressed up as the fisherman at the beginning of this, he dies, and it's made to look like a suicide. So there's only 3 of them left. Mr. Douchebag gets his leg hooked and is on crutches for most of the film. So, and then he knows about it. Like I said, PJ told him. So there's 4 of them. And they all decide they're going to leave, but then Little Miss Sunshine over here, Little Miss Vampire Diaries girlfriend over here, decides, no, I'm going to stay for my gig. So then they all decide to stay. So she doesn't get killed, but she gets fucking killed anyway. And then the rest of them, well, not the rest of them, Douchebag gets killed, and then these 2 are the ones left behind. And then, so they take the fisherman, the deputy gets killed, and the fisherman gets put through the wood chipper. He gets slushed, right? But then they have the nerve to do a cliffhanger. She is driving on some random roads, and she's talking to Mr. Xenon Z3 here, and her tire goes flat, and she's looking around, she's trying to figure out what's going on, and you see the fisherman come from behind her, and that's how the movie ends. The only sequence I did like in this, which I thought was kind of cool, was the sequence where they're on the she's on the ski lift, and another one's coming up, and you think he's in there, but it's kind of cool, but it doesn't last long. I don't know. This movie is infuriating. Watching all 3 of these back to back, it really shows you that they didn't care about this film at all. They were trying to make, Sony. Sony was trying to make a legitimate sequel. Their stars fell through. They didn't want to do it anymore. And instead of just saying, okay, let's just not do this film, they said, no, we're going to do this, and we're going to make it a soft reboot, and we'll do whatever we want to do. And we got this because of it. This is easily the worst of the 3. I gotta say, give it a 5. Because at least it's decently made. Well, I can't even say that, actually. The editing in this is fucking nuts. And even the cinematography, it's cheap. It's cheap cinematography. Okay, I gotta give it a 4. Give it a 4, because at least the acting's not too bad. And I do like some of the actors. She was in Animorphs. Like I said, he was Z3. She was on a couple episodes of Drake and Josh, 2 different characters. And David Petco, he's alright. But other than that, and also Don Shanks plays the fisherman. The zombie fisherman in this. Don Shanks was Michael Myers, so he's cool by me. So it gets a 4. What are your thoughts on I'll Always Know What You Did Last Summer? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I've been Scotty. See you in the next one. Oh yeah, I forgot something. Don't know where my hammer is.